Hi.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Zach, and this is my boy Liam.
Hello.
How old are you, Liam?
13. About 14.
About 14. 14 in how many days?
I have no freaking idea.
No friggin' idea. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. My son Liam's joined me today because he just happens to be here, and I gave him the choice of two topics today, and he's gonna chime in. Actually, he chose the topic for the day, which is this: the best response to an obstacle is to do it anyways. As you know, if you've been watching my channel, I've been going through the new anthem from Jon Acuff, author of soundtracks, one of my favorite authors in the whole world. It's just helping us reframe how we think and how we go about our lives. They did a study that if you said these new anthems in a mirror to yourself and just went about your normal business, that it would help you to achieve your goals. And I can attest that this is true for me. And we're just breaking down these phrases, talking about them. And I asked Liam here if he would kind of sit in with me, and he chose the topic. Yeah, he had two to go from, and this is the one he chose. Why?
Yep.
Why did you choose this one?
Well, I feel like I have a little bit more confidence in this one because this is the one I'm more familiar with. And
How are you more familiar with it? About the best response
doing
to
it
an
at a
obstacle.
best response to an obstacle for me is, well, doing it anyways. Because if you just procrastinate and not do it, it's never going to get done. And when you do it, it's just going to, if you do it halfway, it's never going to actually be correct because you're not putting everything into it.
Does that mean like anything, like schoolwork,
Yeah, just anything.
friends,
Schoolwork,
faith,
friends,
family?
relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean for sure. I listen when 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 you were little, when you were little,
Yeah.
it was really really hard to put food on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And so the example is you use give me great pride because when you were small, I worked so much. I work a lot now, and you know that. But I worked so much, and I spent a lot of nights away from you. Right, there's times I didn't see you in the morning, times I didn't see you in the evening, and there's other times where we get to camp in the backyard,
Yeah.
where, roast marshmallows, have fun, those types of things.
Those were the best.
But what you just said fills me with pride right here because it's true. It's true. I've seen this in my own life. So for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Zach, and I am one of the owners of Fortville Music Garage and Cicero Music Garage. In 2022, on New Year's Eve, actually, so getting ready to be 23, our business suffered a fire. It wasn't our fire, it was our neighbor's fire, and we lost over $100,000 worth of equipment. And that's an obstacle. That's an obstacle to everyday life. We had over 123 students, and Liam is just one of four children that we have. And just like that, overnight, our business was gone. And we had a decision to make, like, well, what do we do next? And we were properly insured and all the things, but when you're doing something on purpose and you feel like it is your purpose to be doing it, and all of a sudden it's gone, it makes you go, well, am I really supposed to be doing that? Should I be doing something else? Could I move into a different area of work life and balance? And even though I don't really believe that as a real thing, work-life balance is a myth.
Tis a legend.
That is a legend. And we were out of business for 8 months, and we came back. And we came back because there's so many people in our community that asked us to. They asked us to. And coming back was one of the hardest decisions we've ever made and one of the easiest decisions. It was easy because people asked us to. And so we knew that people wanted us to be back. Hard part was trusting that lots of people wanted us to be back. And when I say lots, when we had the fire, we had 123 students. But after the fire, we were at 0. So even if 40 or 50 people said, hey, come back, which they did, we don't know what happens next. Fast forward several years and lots of heartache later, here we are, well in the mid 200, budgeting up to 300 students, and we're glad we're here. It's also been one of the hardest years of my life personally. I don't know if Liam knows that. Do you know that?
don't.
Do you know what this is?
I know.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest years of my life this year. A lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of late nights. Yeah, it's hard. So I'm gonna ask you a question since you're here
Yes.
about this. So, the best response to obstacles is to do it anyway. How has Mom and I shown that to you?
Well,
Not in conversation, but doing.
I would say with providing food and money on the table, because I know that is very hard with taxes, payments that you need to get, like the water bills and everything, house payments, mortgage, keeping the business alive, keeping it running, getting more people to be interested and taking lessons in this wonderful place, providing us with food and clothes every day, and giving us a place to live and have it easy.
Have it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like you got a good life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If I didn't, I'd say I'd be lying.
That's cool. What about a specific example where maybe you saw me overcome an obstacle?
The fire.
The fire? You think the fire was it? That was like the big moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big moment for both of you.
How did that change how you viewed myself and Mom?
It changed very little, but it did change how much I knew that you guys would both know that no matter what, you try to stay calm and think what's best for all of us as a family and business.
Sure. So that gave you confidence that we would respond appropriately, not just in that situation, but every other situation.
Yeah.
Would you say that caused trust?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a little thing. That's a big thing.
That is a big thing.
That's a really big thing. We've had a lot of conversations about trust. So that's a big thing. That's cool. One of the coolest things that I've watched Liam walk through, and I think he actually represents this very well, is that school doesn't come easy to you.
No, it does not.
Relationships don't really come easy to you.
That's a 50-50.
Maybe that's fair. So some relationships don't come easy.
Yes.
And other ones do.
Yes.
So, but school relationships, do those come easy?
Yes.
They come pretty easy. Cool. So in school, it was last year. It was last year. You're wrapping up 6th grade.
Yeah.
He's huge. He's a man child. Look how tall he is. He's so big. He was wrapping up 6th grade, and your grades are bad. They were really bad.
Let's just say I was about to fail math. About to fail my STEM class.
And
my science class. Basically, half of my grades were just straight up being
they were bad.
Killed.
They were bad. And what's funny is like just a few weeks prior, they were fine.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he was missing 1 billion assignments, and it was ridiculous.
I had 20 assignments missing in math.
But what happened? What'd you do? How'd you fix it?
I got a little scare.
Where'd you get the scare from?
Well, for those of you who don't know my personal life, I was told if I don't get my grades up, I would be grounded for the summer. So, I decided to put my gears in like full max drive and got every single assignment done, and I barely passed. So now I know, don't wait until literally 3 days until you leave school.
Don't do it.
To do all your assignments. It's not right.
Not right. He also had to schmooze teachers. Not schmooze them. You had to grovel, and they took pity on you. And I told him, I said, if they don't, if you ask, you be polite. You see all that you can do, and whatever they say, you're going to live with.
Yeah.
And he did, and it was good. Watch him overcome this obstacle, is fantastic. Listen, I know things get hard. Things get hard. Life's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
And not every obstacle is worth overcoming. I'd say there are obstacles in your way because, like, hey, like you're doing something dumb. Maybe stop doing that. But most of the time, they teach us far more about ourselves and about how we operate in the world than almost anything we could ever do that was easy. Actually, ease in life don't lead to a good life. One of my favorite quotes from Alex Ramosi, he actually wrote a short story, and it said a man is created and goes creator, and he goes, creator, I'd like to have wisdom, and he would give him things to decide and experiences to help him decide. And man, I comes as creator, says, I want strength, and he gives him reasons to be strong, hardships to be strong. And the truth is that the gift of experience is perspective, and the only way to have any type of perspective is to deal with what's in front of us. Actually deal with it. Not run away from it, not hide.
Not half do it.
Not half do it. Because when we mess around, we find out, typically.
Yep. There's a whole scale.
There's a whole scale. You, friend, have the ability to choose the next right thing, even when it's hard. Hard things are just that. They're hard. Have a good night. Catch you later. Peace.
Peace.
You got anything you want to say?
Don't wait until the last minute to finish everything that you need to do for the whole entire school year. Even if you aren't in school, jobs matter.